Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
My name is Ben Emerson. I'm the youth pastor at Mars Hill Baptist Church. Teenagers, here's the truth for you. God designed us for community. From the very beginning, He said it's not good for us to be alone. Yet in today's world, it's easy to isolate ourselves. Social media, busy schedules, even a fear of rejection can keep us from forming real connections. But God calls us to do something greater. He wants us to be part of a community that reflects His love. Here's why community matters. Number one, encouragement. Life gets tough, and when we surround ourselves with people who love Jesus, we find strength and support during difficult times. The second thing is accountability. The right friends will challenge us to live according to God's truth, even when it's hard. And number three, purpose. God often speaks through people, and being in a Christ-centered community helps us discover our gifts and how we can serve others. Think about the people in your life. Are you a part of a Christ-centered community? And if not, ask God to help you find one. We'd love to have you at Mars Hill Baptist because you were never meant to do life alone.
Cell phone plans at an affordable price? Only at LE Wireless. When they say wireless for all, they mean it. With yearly plans as low as $5 per month, they say it's the best $60 you'll spend on unlimited talk and text. Ask about their monthly and family plans. They'll succeed in meeting your needs at a price you'll love. And no need to go elsewhere for accessories. Already a customer? Their referral program can put even more money in your pocket at LE Wireless, located at 300 Ellingson Street in Lawrenceburg. Call today and ask about their free phone promotion.
The Raptor Series from Hustler Turf. A premium line of residential mowers designed with a wide stance for operator comfort. A one-piece 11-gauge steel frame and welded steel deck for added durability. Finished off with premium Kawasaki V-twin power. We are Hustler Turf, and this is Hustler Country.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome everybody here to Loretto, Tennessee, as we're here on the campus of Loretto High School here at Gary Lamb Field for today's baseball action. Doubleheader here today between the Giles County Bobcats taking on the Loretto Mustangs. Hayden Burks on the call joined alongside Nick Moore. As we're getting set here for the first game of the day. It was supposed to be just one game, but due to the Lady Mustangs going to the Glass House in Murfreesboro tomorrow for the first round of the state tournament in basketball, that Loretto decided they're going to play a doubleheader today. That way they can go support on the Lady Mustangs. Taking a look here at a game recap for Loretto this past Thursday, as they fell short to Muscle Shoals in that one 5-2. Take a look at Grant Fisher and John Tucker were the pitchers for Loretto. As big hitters for the Mustangs was Lucas Laxton, the senior, number 22 with 2 hits, 2 RBIs. So we'll take a short break here on the X Sports Network for the National Anthem.
Artic Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we provided outstanding residential and commercial services through southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
We've been using Artic Air for over 15 years now. Their service is great, they're here when we need them, and their prices are competitive. They take the worry out of the heat and air so I don't have to.
Artic Air. When you need us, we'll be there.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And back here on the X Sports Network as we are back after the national anthem. So this is game 1 here today at Gary Lamb Field. Once again featuring the Bobcats of Giles County. Taking on Loretto as Loretto comes this game 1-1 overall as they beat the Middle Tennessee Monarchs. Further open game here in Loretto and then travel down to Muscle Shoals, Alabama, where they just fell short to the Trojans in that one. Hayden Burks once again on the call, joined alongside Nick Moore. He is also on double duty today using the PA also, so we're going to see how this goes tonight.
Once again, welcome to Gary Lamb Field for your game this afternoon between your Loretto Mustangs and the Giles County Bobcats.
Once again, taking a look here at the game recap from last Thursday where the Loretto Mustangs fell short as Muscle Shoals won 5-2 in that one. Grant Fisher had 4 innings pitched, 4 hits, 5 runs allowed, 4 balls and 9 strikeouts, with John Tucker with 2 innings pitched, 1 strikeout, and allowed 1 hit. As Nick, big game for Loretto, trying to make a comeback, or not really a comeback, but a bounce back after a tough loss by a very good Muscle Shoals team is on the mound. It will be Lucas Laxon for his second start of the season and one of the seniors for this team, lone senior right now here, Nick, for this Mustangs team.
Yeah, as a lot of people know, the basketball guys rather are still in season with basketball, heading to Murfreesboro next week. And Lucas has done good so far from what I've got to see him on the mound. Lucas has a lot of experience on the mound getting into the tournament this past year, the state tournament that is, and pitching a jewel while he was up there. So the Mustangs are in good hands on the mound. And as far as playing Muscle Shoals, a lot of people don't realize Alabama's almost a full month ahead in their season. They're almost mid-season form while the Mustangs come out swinging right off the bat with some big guys like that. They're like, what are they, 6A?
Yeah, I believe they're a 6A school in the state of Alabama, and also not just with that, Nick, but also, like you said, you're losing. Well, not losing, but you're missing some of your basketball guys like Grayson Burleson, Mason Tidwell, Dylan Thompson, Casey Springer, too. So that's going to be a big challenge here for Loretto here today.
Leading off for Giles County, the shortstop, Hayes. Yeah, I'm doing double duty today. Yeah. It's pretty fun. Now, listen, I'm glad to be back down here. Things have changed where I was changed jobs the whole 9, and now I'm glad to be back up here doing something.
First pitch is in there for strike 1.
I'm going to do what I can to keep up with some stats, too.
Yeah, but I say I've got the –
You got it?
I've got some stats now. I can't say that they're accurate, and I'll try my best, as that one looks like it missed high for ball 1. It's count up 1 ball, 1 strike.
It's a beautiful day to be playing baseball.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one is swung on, be foul near the Loretto dugout for strike 2. Makes the 1-2 count.
Vinny Velos back here catching for the Mustangs. I wish we had the first names for this for the Giles County.
For the Giles County team. Here's the 1-2. That's swung on. 1 hopper. It will be fouled. I don't know if it got Vinny there, Nick, because he kind of looked like he was jogging, like he got a hold of his foot there or something.
I think it caught Vinny on the toe and then caught Hayes on the leg as he was out of the box. Or vice versa. Maybe caught his leg and then caught Vinny.
Here's the 1-2 pitch once again. And that one's in there for strike 3, and that's a leadoff strikeout for the backwards K.
That's a way to lead off the ball game there with a good strikeout to get things going with Giles County. What do they look like on the year? I'm sorry, Hayden, I was doing the pregame stuff.
They are 1-2 right now on the year so far. I'm not exactly sure who they've lost to yet. I know they've had some tough games, though, here to start the season off. So, pretty good Giles County team, bringing a lot of guys back, losing a few pitchers, but still bringing a lot of hitting back for their staff.
Yeah, I knew they lost one pitcher who originally was going to go to Georgia, and now he ended up at
Lipscomb, I think it was.
Yep.
Carter Kelly, I believe, was his name.
Yeah, Carter Kelly. And I want to tell you what, my son always would say Carter Kelly is one of the hardest pitchers he ever tried to hit off of, because he had a lot of movement on the ball.
That one is swung on and missed for strike 2. Makes it an 0-2 count with 1 out here in the top of the first inning.
Old rivalry right here. This is an old district rivalry. It hadn't been that long ago. They were in the same district as Loretto.
That one is swung on, fouled into the net. Stays at 0-2. Now Giles County jumped up to 3A. Not this last season, but the season after that, whenever their basketball team went to the state tournament, they made that jump to 3A. Also in Lawrence County's district in baseball, basketball, and softball. Here's the 0-2. That one swung on foul down the left field line near the bullpen. Stays at 0-2.
That ball sounded like it come off his back grip. Lucas is doing a good job. It look like he's keeping them off balance. They're kind of falling out and then reaching forward. He's looks like he's got good command right now.
Here's the 0-2 once again. Swung on a miss for strike three, and back-to-back strikeouts here for Loretto and Lucas Laxon.
Yeah, Lucas is doing a really good job right now. Already in 2 strikeouts.
It's back-to-back strikeouts. That one is swung on, so he's got a backwards K and a K here to start this one off for Loretto. 2 outs here early in this one. This is Moss up to the plate. First time for the Bobcats. Here's the first pitch. That was swung on, fouled, out of play.
Up to bat, third baseman, number 20, Moss. Yeah, I feel like I'm leaving something out when I say their name over the PA, just saying their last name, you know what I mean? I don't have that really cool, what is it, not Vince Scully, the guy who did the Yankees.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I can't remember the name, but I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like when you go up there, you're not expected to hear your first name. It's just last name.
That one is swung on and fouled once again. This is Lucas's second start of the season, so he's looking pretty sharp here to start this one off, Nick.
Yeah, he's man, I mean, he's not backing down from anything.
Here's the 0-2 once again. That's swung on up the middle over here, and that's going to be a base hit into center field. And that'll be the first hit of the game for Giles County as they got one on third now. So after a 2-out single, Giles County has one on first.
Number 3, Wilson.
And we'll bring up number 3, Wilson, here for Giles County.
Now we'll get to see right here what Lucas has got a good pick-off move. He's worked hard in the offseason.
Here's the first pitch. That's swung on a miss for strike one.
Good movement on that ball.
As he looks over to first here. Moss has a good-sized lead over at first base. Here's the next pitch. That's in there for strike two. Makes it 0-2 count, and now Wilson, that is, behind the count 0-2 with 2 outs, 1 on first base here for Giles County.
This is where you'll see the other team send their guy run and try to do something to shake things up. No, he didn't do it.
That's swung on a miss for strike three, and that will end the first inning. So with that, Loretto, 3 strikeouts here early, and that will end the top of the first inning. We'll be back here shortly on the Exports Network.
Financial advisor Scott Beasley knows time spent with family is everything. As a founder of Beasley Wealth Management, his mission is to give clients the freedom to enjoy time with family without the burden of financial concerns. A local of Lawrenceburg, Scott deeply values building relationships with clients, ensuring they make informed decisions concerning asset management, tax planning, and retirement planning. Offering a free initial consultation, Beasley Wealth Management helps clients pursue their aspirations with confidence.
I'm Mike Keith, and my friends at Elliot Johnson Insurance have a great partner in Auto Owners Insurance. Auto Owners makes it easy to get life, home, car, or business insurance. Let Elliot Johnson Insurance find the Auto Owners policy that makes a difference in your life. Call Elliot Johnson Insurance at one of their 3 locations, Florence, Loretto, and Lawrenceburg. Elliot Johnson Insurance, moving forward for our clients every day.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And back here on the X Sports Network as we are back for the bottom of the first inning between the Loretto Mustangs taking on the Giles County Bobcats. As Loretto already, Lucas Laxon starting off on the mound for the Mustangs has 3 strikeouts. As he only allowed 1 hit in that first inning, so pretty good start here for the Mustangs in this one, Nick.
It is a very good start for the senior Laxon on the mound. Another thing I want to make mention, too, is, man, the field looks great for this time of year. You know, usually it's still kind of a little, from the winter time, but I'm telling you, it looks great. It's a great day for baseball, all the way around.
It's been a beautiful day so far today. Good weather, too, and great temperatures. That's why I don't like that cold weather, Nick.
No.
So I'm sure it's, Tennessee weather. It's going to be all over the place, so I'm not looking forward to that. Maybe we can keep it a little bit warmer throughout this one. Leading off here for Loretto in this one, that is number 6.
Leading off
Asher
for Loretto,
Sharp.
number 6, Asher Sharp.
Taking a look at the batting order here for Loretto. It's Asher Sharp leading off with Grant Fisher on deck and Lucas Laxon in the hole here for Loretto.
I couldn't get the song stop playing. Listen, I'm going to say this program that's on here, Coach Lamb put this program on here a long time ago, but it's been one of those old faithful things, you know what I mean? There's no telling what all's been played on this, off this, or whatnot, but it's just, I don't know, they just haven't ever looked for what, but.
That was over to short. They scoop it up over to first in time for the first out here in the bottom of the first inning.
Asher Sharp showing some wheels right there.
Bring up the first out here in the bottom of the first.
Number 1, Grant Fisher.
Brings up number 1, Grant Fisher, here in the the second spot. The number 6 on the field, shortstop.
Do what?
That first pitch is up, and that'll be fouled over the top of us.
Oh, they're talking to y'all.
Can you let the girls know running the scoreboard that anytime they put the ball in play, it is not a hit?
I got you. That means Loretto should have 0 hits.
That pitch is in there. A little inside. Grant had to get out of the way. It's now a 1-1 count.
That one skimmed Grant. Just kidding. Didn't really skim him, but.
That next pitch is swung on and missed. A little low. 4 strike 2. Makes the 1-2 counts. Grant had a big state tournament run last year, Nick, for the Mustangs. He came on strong towards the end of the season mainly.
He did. He was doing a lot of right things. You know, he was one of those that was putting in some of that work as far as, you know, getting bunts down when needed to be getting bunts down, but his defense is what really, really stood out. I mean, Grant come into some pressure situations. I mean, how much more pressure does it come on a sophomore getting a ball hit to you to end the state tournament for a win?
Now, junior still has 2 more years left. That's swung on over here to short once again. Keeps it in front of him. Throws it over to first. In time, Grant is there.
Hey, that's not a hit.
And Grant will get down to first base with a 1-out single. Now brings up the senior.
Up to bat number 22, Lucas Laxon.
Number 22, Lucas Laxon, also starting on the mound here for Loretto. He's got 3 strikeouts. His first at-bat of the game. Grant Fisher has a big lead off over at first. Here comes the pickoff, not in time. So look to pick off once again.
That's a good little move.
Yeah.
By the way, those are out there listening. I'm also trying to help these ladies over next to us. I think they're new at working the scoreboard, so I'm trying to get them fixed down, the hits and all that good stuff.
So
hey, they got it fixed. They did good.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. They got this under control.
They try to pick it off again. That one is inside 4, ball 1, as they try to pick off Fisher over at first 3 times in a row. They decided to give up on that one because they weren't getting him.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. He doesn't necessarily have the biggest lead in the world over there.
That one is swung on miss. 4 strike 1, evens it up 1 ball, 1 strike.
You talking about a fun kid to pick at? That's Fisher. Gosh, he's a fun kid to pick at.
There's the 1-1. That's swung on. They'll be fouled down the right field line out of play.
That's that 2 strike. That's awful close. Let me try to put something on that swing.
Counts 1-2. Fisher still with a big lead over at first. McLemore, here's the pitch. Now swung on a miss, 4, strike 3. And that'll be the second out here in the bottom of the first. Now brings up number 16, Braden Bennett, in center field. His first at bat. 4-man hole.
Now batting number 16, Braden Bennett.
McLemore with the first pitch. And this is high for ball 1.
Talking about picking at Grant whenever he first came here as a freshman. We were out here running, doing a few things on the base paths. And he was running out there, and I looked at him. I said, "Are you kidding me right now?" He said, "What do you mean, Coach?" I said, is that the fastest you can run? He said, that's the fastest I can pick his bones up and get them down through there, if that's what you're asking. Oh, he's such a fun kid.
As that one was in there, 4 strike one. He was up 1 ball, 1 strike. Grant still hadn't took off for second yet. I think he's just trying to play mind games with McMaster on the mound. Here's the 1-1. That's a bunted tip. It will be fouled. Everybody will go back to where they were. So now that bunt tip's out of the picture, excuse me. But now making it 1-2 with 2 outs.
Braden, he had a good senior or state tournament too. Braden was kind of, you talking being thrown to the fire, was Braden Bennett. You know, he had very little varsity experience, period. You know, much less getting thrown in, because we had a few things had to get swapped up, and Braden got thrown out there in the outfield, and I think he was out there maybe 3 pitches, and then he went and tracked down a fly ball, and it was like, okay, he's going to be fine, you know.
I think I remember that play too, out in center. So that last pitch was fouled into the net, and that'll be strikeout number 3, or excuse me, strikeout number 2, and that one will end the bottom of the first. So after 1 inning of play, still knotted up at 0, as we'll be back here shortly on Egg Sports Network.
Since opening our doors in 1904, Builtwell Bank has existed to be the local economic engine for the communities we serve. No matter if you're buying a car, saving for retirement, or finally buying that forever home, Builtwell Bank is here to help. From personal checking and savings accounts to a full suite of business and commercial banking with treasury management services, we'll make sure you'll have a dedicated Builtwell banker that understands your unique needs and stands by you every step of the way. No matter where you are in Tennessee or Northwest Georgia, there's likely a Builtwell Bank location nearby. Come see us and let our dedicated financial team help you with all of your banking needs. Member FDIC.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And back here on the X Sports Network, as we're back for the top of the second inning between the Loretto Mustangs taking on the Giles County Bobcats here in this first game of the doubleheader. As Nick, they're supposed to play 1 game tonight and 1 game tomorrow in Giles County, but due to the Loretto Lady Mustangs going to the Glass House tomorrow, they will be playing a doubleheader. That way, all these fans can go support the Lady Mustangs in Murfreesboro tomorrow, looking to bring home another state championship.
Yeah, this hopes. And then the next week after that, the Mustangs themselves, the men's team, is going to be out on the floor up at Murfreesboro.
Yep, as they had a big win against Harpeth last night in the sub-state game. Big crowd as well. I came out to watch that game.
Leading off for the Bobcats.
Big support here for Loretto, no matter what sport it is.
Yeah, that was a big game for those guys.
That one misses high for ball 1. Lucas so far with 3 strikeouts. That one swung on up the middle into center field, and that's going to be down for another base hit and a leadoff single here for Giles County in the top of the second.
Yeah, that ball was just, I mean, it couldn't went any more direct up center than any hit you could hit.
So I can't remember who the third man up for Giles County was, but it looked like the exact same hit up the middle. It was a little bit of a ground ball, but that one was just up in the air and just dropped right to center field. Brings up Daly, his first at bat here for Giles County. That one misses just low for ball 1.
You know, last year, it's gotten so much better now that these catchers can actually wear the earpieces and stuff. As far as like what you're calling in the ears, pitches, whatnot, you know, to let it be more on the field. I know people don't really understand that, but sometimes when you're swapping catchers and whatnot, some kids don't learn the pick off over first, don't learn the signals as quick as some of the other ones, and it's just, it can be a frustration, but you can hear fastball inside in your ear. You know, that don't change.
Lucas looks over to first again. 1-1, picks off at first, not in time once again. So that is Tucker over at first base here today. Tucker was on the mound last game against Muscle Shoals. Here's the pitch. That was swung on a miss. Runner up the middle.
Throw from Velos.
That will not be in time. It's got down safe, and that'll be a stolen base. And runner in score position for Giles County.
To be honest with you, that was a really good throw, just a little bit off target from Vinny Velos.
Kind of make Grant slip over to the side a little bit. If it was kind of more centered to second base, probably would have got him there. Another big lead over at second. Here's Laxon with the swing. Up the middle, over here to second as they scoop it up. And that one will be in time for the first out, but advances the runner over to third base. And another one in scoring position 90 feet from the plate for Giles County.
I don't know if he lost his shoe. No, that was his back glove.
I think it was,
out.
yeah.
And number 14, Good. Or is it Good? Goode.
Let's just go with Good.
Well, because I know a Travis Good, and I think that's how he spells his name too.
That first pitch is swung on, popped up. I don't think anybody's going to be able to get there. It will be near the Giles County dugout. Fouls off the first pitch there. Lucas Laxon already at 23 pitches here in this one so far. One out, runner on third here for Giles County. Here's the pitch. And they're going to catch him for going around and get that one for strike two, makes it 0-2.
That's one of those when you get up on the plate and those inside pitches look like they're right there on your numbers, you know what I mean, right there on your chest, but you feel like you still need to do something defensively.
Yep. Here's the 0-2, and that's swung on to be fouled near the hands area. Stays at 0-2.
Almost exact same pitch. That's a good pitch right there that Lucas has got going on.
Lucas not backing down from that strike zone. Has been all over it all day so far within these first two innings. Here's 0-2 once again. That's swung on miss for strike three. And that's the fourth strikeout here for Lucas in this one.
Good pitch right there by Lucas.
2 outs, and that'd be big for Lucas in his confidence, leaving that runner stranded at third base.
Yeah, you know it's got to be as a pitcher. You see it right in your wind-up right there. They're right there bouncing around. Nivens.
Here's the first pitch. And swung on foul behind us.
Number 17, Nivens. We've had a ton of dadgum foul balls right
I'm telling you, we've had a crazy amount of foul balls. A lot of them have been behind us and on the right field lines. That one misses high, 4-1. Evens it up 1-1 strike.
I think that's the first high strike that Lucas has thrown. And that may be intentional. He may have been trying to get him chase one.
So here's the pitch. Misses high for ball 2. And I believe that's the first time today, Nick, that Lucas has been behind in the count. Makes it 2-1.
I think you're right.
Yeah. Here comes 2-1.
Oh.
And misses just inside, makes it 3-1 count. Hitters count here for Giles County.
Yeah, Troy Miller behind the plate. Listen, Troy's pretty good back here, so that's probably a ball if that's what he says.
And that'll be there for ball 4. And first walk issued by Lucas Laxon. Runners on the corner now for Giles County with 2 outs.
Number 12, left fielder Whitworth.
That brings up the left fielder, number 12, Whitworth. Thank you, Nick, for that. His first bat here in this one. Runners on first and second. And Giles County looking to put at least one run on the board here in the top of the second. Here's the first pitch. That's swung on a miss for strike 1.
Interesting to see what happens right here if Nivens takes off to second.
Here's the 0-1, which he does take off. And they're not going to pay him much attention, looks like.
Well, the way Velos came up and threw that ball a while ago, you know what I mean?
You got to wonder if he could have picked him off because it looked like he was just kind of trotting over there.
But it's also one of those things, we haven't seen Vinny in practice to know that if that's
And that's deep into left field. Braden Bennett comes up with the catch in center, and that will end the top of the second. So leaves two stranded on for Giles County, as still 0-0 here going into the bottom of the second here on the X Sports Network.
A local law firm respected throughout the state. Generations of clients have turned to Boston, Holt, and Durham since 1948. We assist individuals and businesses with their legal needs, including real estate, property closings, personal injury, employment discrimination, and family law. Our clients get the personal attention and convenience of a hometown law firm with the resources and ability to handle any case. Come see us at Boston, Holt, and Durham.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And back here on the X Sports Network as we are back for the bottom of the second inning between the Loretto Mustangs taking on the Giles County Bobcats, as Loretto left two stranded on for Giles County in the top of the second. Good job by Lucas Laxton keeping them at bay, Nick.
Yeah, Lucas is looking good right now and doing everything he's throwing.
Lucas Laxton already with 4 strikeouts within 2 innings. 1 walk issued and 2 hits here for Loretto in this one.
Up to bat, number 10, designated hitter Raleigh Ellis.
Raleigh Ellis up to the plate here for Loretto. His first at bat, the designated hitter. And I'll tell you what, Nick, I've watched this Loretto team a lot last year, got to do a lot of their games. I'll tell you what, Raleigh, he's just a funny kid, and I know y'all enjoyed him.
He's a hoot.
Like they had that little, I don't know what it was that they had going on whenever that rain was coming down the state out there. That was funny to see.
At first he wanted to do the Goonies dance. The truffle shuffle?
That one's over to third. One hop over to first, and they're going to miss him. As just overthrown, as Raleigh will race his way down to third, and a leadoff single here for Loretto.
Raleigh, good hustle, get down the baseline right there. It seemed like the ball come off the heel of the glove a little bit, but he grabbed a hold of it, made a decent throw. It was just high, and Raleigh legged it out.
Yep, so the first pitch here in the bottom of the second. Raleigh gets over to first, and a leadoff single here for Loretto in this one. Now brings up number 5. That brings up John Tucker. His first pitch, that's swung on. That's up the middle as they look to turn 2. Over here, over to first, over to second, in time, and a double play for Giles County. Just like that, big play there for the Bobcats.
We're not Heineman. It's not letting me play my stuff. There we go. Up to bat, number 9, Paul Heineman.
Now brings up number 9, Paul Hyman, after the double play by Giles County.
I'm having computer issues over here. There's no telling how old this
equipment is. That one swung on, miss for strike 1. Hyman, his first at bat. So on deck will be number 15, Vinny Veloz. Here's the next pitch. That swung on up the middle once again to the pitcher. And underhand toss, and that one will end the bottom of the second. So after 3 outs, still 0-0 in this one, as we'll be back here on the X Sports Network.
Hey Lawrenceburg, looking for something new? Come to Happy G's, located at 210 East Gaines Street. We have pitching machines, batting cages, and even indoor golf. Powered by TrackMan, our system is perfect for practice or play. With over 300 courses as well as multiple mini games, it is perfect for all ages and abilities. We even offer packages for group events such as birthday parties and business lunches. So let's go. Come get your game on indoors at Happy G's.
Hey, this is Phil Hooper. Get the look you want for your favorite school, church, or business with apparel from HD Ink Screen Printing in Leoma, Tennessee. Got a logo you need embroidered or screen printed? Let HD Ink give you the professional look that sets the bar in today's world. We do fundraisers and custom designed apparel and so much more. Call today, 931-201-2961, or come see us at our new shop located at 26 Ingram Road in Leoma. Remember, HD Ink for the look you want and the look you deserve.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And back here on the X Sports Network as we're back for the top of the third inning between the Loretto Mustangs taking on the Giles County Bobcats here in this doubleheader for today.
Yes.
What? Brings up Hayes.
Well, that's crazy.
For the Mustangs. Here's first pitch. That's swung on deep into left field. Looking to go get it, and that's going to go all the way to the wall. They throw it ahead here to Fisher at short, and that'll be a leadoff double here for Giles County.
Yeah, that ball was hit hard.
Yeah. That ball was crushed in the left field.
And the thing is, the kid playing left field, I believe that's Goins that's playing left field. Yeah, Kalen Goins. He can run. Like, he can run.
Then again, I can't really tell because we're in the press box, but I'm not sure if there – it doesn't look like there's any wind here. So
Number
for that to
22,
be crushed like that and all the way go to the wall, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I'm trying – yeah, well, I mean, there's just a hint of a breeze going out to right center, but he hit that ball pretty good.
So after leadoff double, runner in scoring position, that's swung on, missed for strike one for Giles County. As in the top of the second inning, they left runner stranded on first and third after a pop-up into center field. Braden Bennett with the catch.
And if I'm not mistaken, McLemore here batting struck out in his first at bat.
He's 0 for 1 on the day so far. Pitcher has some big plays on the defensive end. That one swung on, missed for strike two. So far for Giles County, I believe he's got 2 strikeouts on the mound for the Bobcats.
Yeah, Loretto's putting bat on the ball.
Yeah.
I will say that.
Here comes the 0-2 by Laxon. They'll be high and outside for ball one. 1-2 count now.
Luke's still doing a good job at getting ahead of these batters.
He's got 39 pitches here so far in this one. Here's the 1-2. That misses low for ball two. He was up 2 balls, 2 strikes now.
This kid, his strike zone ought to be easy to pick out with those pants pulled up as high as they are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Give you an idea. If it's in the white, it's a strike.
I guess it's socks too, maybe. I don't know, maybe pants. Here's the 2-2. Now swung on ground over down the right field near the dugout. Keeps it 2 apiece.
Hayes on second base looks like he's got some pretty good wheels.
Yeah.
So if it's hit out in the outfield, they may want to come up, throw, and at least hit your cutoff. Lucas is lucky they didn't get him with the ball right there. See,
I was just thinking the exact same thing. And we're going to have time called here. I believe that was McMaster calling time. Probably a good thing for both of them to reset there as Lucas, he just probably kind of got, not startled, but then again, he probably realized that he might have balked.
Yeah. I mean, it's a small thing. Sometimes this is early in the season for the umpires too. And
he's looked to pick off over to second, not in time. Is good look there.
He's right on the money where the throw needed to be.
Perfect throw, just a little too late. Still 2-2 count. That's swung on deep into center, and that'll be dropped down as they're going to hold him. And Braden.
Rightfully so. Yeah. Good throw by
Tell you
Braden
what, like
Bennett.
you said, good cutoff there. And that'll be a no out single. Runners on the corner now.
that number 22? That was McLemore.
McLemore. So he's 1 for 2 on the day here for Giles County in this one.
Number 20, Moss.
So Moss back up to the plate now. I believe he's 0 for 2 as well for Giles County. Or no, he's actually 1 for 1. He had the first hit of the game for the Bobcats, as they've got 4 hits so far on the day in just the 3 innings they played so far. 2 innings, that is. That's grounded over to first. And that'll be into right field. That's going to bring a run in. And now Giles County gets on the board first with an RBI single by Moss, as it's now 1-0 here in this one.
Number 3, Wilson. Yeah, that ball just got past first baseman. I believe it's Tucker playing first base. Yeah, right off the very end of his glove.
That was going to be a tough play to make, too, over at first. So kind of pick your poison there.
Yeah, I mean, even if he'd have gloved that ball, getting that throw to home would have been very difficult unless he's got the strength to do it from his butt. And he had a mean lead over here at third.
That was grounded over here, and that one's going to be in the left field to the opposite side. That's going to bring another run in. And back-to-back RBIs here for Giles County as they now lead 2-0. Now 2-0, still no outs, runners on first and second after the RBI single by Wilson.
Holt. Yeah, that's.
We're all going to have courtesy runner coming in for Giles County.
That is number 2. I think it's Jerrell, Jerrell, coming in.
So Giles putting things together offensively with 2 runs here in the top of the third inning. Here's a pitch by Lucas Laxon. That'll be missed outside for ball 1.
Well, outside a little low, but it wouldn't buy a whole lot, I can tell you that.
That's Gerald. Big lead off. That swung on miss for strike 1. Holt so far 1 for 1 on the day here in the first game. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one swung on, sent deep into right field, and that'll be brought in, and that one will be the first out here in the top of the third inning.
Asher Sharp easing over to catch that ball.
Tough play, too, as the sun is not directly in his eyes, but it's he's got sunglasses on for a reason.
That's rough.
It brings first out here in the top of third. Here's the pitch. That's swung on, sent into opposite left field, and that'll be just fouled.
Number 15, Holt. Number 15, Daly. I got to get my stuff together over here, Hayden. I'm not doing a good job.
We're still kind of getting the groove of things for baseball season.
Gosh,
we've all
Thank goodness.
A lot of other things. It's fun to have baseball season, softball season. Doesn't mean we like basketball, but then again, we just, it's fun to be outdoors for baseball.
Yes, it is.
That last pitch was away for ball 1. He was at 1 ball, 1 strike. Still on first and second. That one is in there. And they're going to get him. I was about to say that was almost the exact same spot as that one pitch was.
I know.
Here comes the 1-2. That one's popped up high in the air. That'll be deep in the infield. That'll be Fisher coming up with the catch. Brings up the second out here in the top of the first. Or top of the third, that is.
That ball sounded-wise, that ball sounded like it ought to have been hit a lot harder than that. And then the one that was hit out there to the fence didn't sound like it was hit that hard. Yeah. 2 outs for Loretto. Number 14, good.
Here's the first pitch. That one is on the inside corner for strike one. As Lucas trying to get out of this inning with no more damage done. Just allowed 2 runs here in the pitch. As he steps on off the mound there. Now good on the plate here for Giles County. 0 for 1 on the day so far here in this first game. So here comes the pitch. That swung on into left field. That's going to get down.
Oh, wow.
And
Good catch.
Comes up with a scoop, and that will end the third. As I thought that was going to get down, Nick, and that one won't end the top of the third as Giles County puts on 2 runs. They lead 2-0. We'll be back for the bottom of the third inning here next on the Exports Network.
Professional care with a smile. That will always be a guarantee at Encompass Healthcare. Whether you're looking for primary or urgent care, x-ray services, or even weight loss treatments, our team is equipped to serve your needs. Our doors are open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. Make an appointment with our providers, Kendra Brown or Tori Cox, today. Encompass Healthcare, located on Highway 43 North in Etheridge, Tennessee, right next to Chapman Tire.
There's no job too big or too small for Gonzalez Lawn and Landscapes. Owner Chris Gonzalez works hard to make your commercial or residential properties one of the neighbors will envy. You won't find a lower price anywhere else, and that's a guarantee. We offer mowing, landscape removal, small construction jobs, and more. Our team is licensed and insured to ensure the best work for Lawrence County and surrounding areas. Your satisfaction is our goal. We won't leave until you're happy. Call today to set up a free quote.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And back here on the X Sports Network as we're back for the bottom of the third inning between the Loretto Mustangs taking on the Giles County Bobcats as Giles County put on 2 runs here in the top of the third as they lead 2-0, leading off for
number 15,
the
Vinny
Mustangs.
Villos.
That will be number 15, Vinny Villos. Hits first at bat as he's behind the plate today on defense as he's the catcher for the first game. First pitch is in there for strike one, right down the middle. Here comes the 0-1. That one is on the outside in there for strike two.
That was almost exact same spot.
Now quickly 0-2 is Vinny trying to catch up here on the count. That one swung on, grounded over to first. And that'll get him in time for the first out here in the bottom of the third. Good solid contact there for Villos. Now brings up the 9-hole hitter, number 3, Micah Ridgeway. His first at bat for Loretto. Here comes the first pitch. That was swung on. First hit over here to short as they throw it off, and just in time for the second out. Back-to-back outs here for Loretto. I wasn't sure if he was going to get that one, Nick.
Yeah.
So 2 quick outs here. One
number
pitch
6, Asher Sharp.
For Ridgeway. Now brings the top of the lineup here. Asher Sharp once again.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that shortstop stayed back on that ball. I thought the way it floated, he could have come and caught it in the air, but he didn't.
That one swung on, miss for strike one. So Asher, I believe, grounded out his first at bat. I believe it was over to shortstop. That one misses low for ball one. Near his feet, evens it up. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Then again, the second game here in this doubleheader will begin around 6:30 at Gary Lamb Field. That one misses almost in the exact same spot, just a little bit higher. Makes it a 2-1 count. That one misses away.
He's coming at him on the inside.
Yeah, he wants that inside corner really bad. He's trying to find it. Here comes the hitter's count, and that's inside once again.
Take a walk.
And that'll be a 2-out walk. So Asher on first. Brings up Grant Fisher.
Number 1, Grant Fisher.
As Grant got on first after the error, I believe, by the shortstop by Giles County. He was able to get on with that one.
2 outs. I'm going to.
That swung on, popped up behind us.
Going to be almost directly.
Right on top of us.
Wow. I wonder how fast Asher Sharp is. I wonder if we'll get to find out right here. I'm trying to make something happen. Ball inside to Fisher.
Evans count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Here comes pitch. That one swung on, sent deep into left field, and that one will get down for the 3rd out.
That ball, he hit that one just off the hands. I mean, if he could have got a little bit more barrel on it, that was a good swing.
So after 3 innings of play, Loretto trails Giles County still 2-0. We'll be back for the top of 4th here on the Exports Network.
Welcome to Employee Resources Credit Union, where you're more than just a number, you're family. We provide financial solutions that rise above those of traditional banks. With roots stretching back to 1964, we've served 4 generations during constant industry changes. We're known for our low fees and incredible rates. Join us and experience the credit union difference. ERCU, not for profit, for service.
For decades, First Class Charter has provided high-quality motor coach transportation services to the Tennessee Valley. With numerous safety and cleanliness accreditations, First Class Charter is ready to make your group trip a reality. Contact us today by visiting firstclasscharter.net. First Class Charter, the official motor coach company of the North Alabama Lions.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And back here on the Exports Network as we are back for the top of the 4th. Between the Loretto Mustangs taking on the Giles County Bobcats here in this doubleheader first game of the day. Laxton still on the plate with 4 strikeouts, 3 of them coming in the first inning.
Number 17, Nivens. Yeah, Nivens, I think he walked. Did he walk?
I believe that. I think he was the first walk because Lucas only had 1 walk, or maybe 2 now, I think, but I know he had 1 early. Here comes the first pitch. That one misses low for ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. Misses low once again. Makes a 2-0 count.
The ball just missed outside.
2-0 pitch by Laxton. That's grounded over here to third. Gets into left field.
Ball scoots right past the third baseman down the third baseline into left field, keeping him to a single.
So leadoff single there for Giles County.
Number 12, Whitworth. They're already up to 7 hits on the game.
Laxton, as we were talking about it, Nick, about them having Lucas around the 50 mark. He's at 56 now, so not sure how much longer he'll go. That one was fouled. Makes it 0-1. So now Whitworth at the plate. So he's 0 for 1 on the day so far for Giles County. Giles County been putting the ball in play. They got 7 hits so far in this game compared to Loretto's 1 hit in this one so far. Here comes the 2-0.
Pitch out.
That misses away. Vinny Veloz tried to pick off over at first. Not in time.
I was going to the dugout in Loretto a while ago. It's so good to see Coach Dunn back in the dugout, see that he's feeling good and back able to be in uniform and in the dugout.
Counts 1-1. Here's the pitch. That's popped up into center field. And they're looking to call it Fisher underneath it. And that will be the first out here in the top of the fourth.
Nivens was on his horse to get back.
Yeah.
He was gone. That was a hit and run. Number 1, Hayes.
First out here in the top of the fourth brings up Hayes now to the plate for Giles County. I believe this is third at bat of the day. He's 1 for 2. So he struck out his first at bat. They look to pick off over at first, and that gets away, and he's looking to take off. And they're going. I'm not sure what they call there to get through the fence there.
Yeah, I can't tell if the gate's open or what's going on. There's times that I wonder that, that's your side of the field. You're responsible for that gate because it goes into the bullpen.
Mm-hmm.
Don't give them an extra base because they left the dang gate open. I know you can't do that, but.
Yep. It's just gamesmanship.
Just my thoughts.
Yeah. That advances the runner to second. Now 1 out runner in scoring position. Ooh. This is high for ball 1. Waxon looks over second, look to pick off, and that's going to get away, and he's going to stay right there.
Yeah, good hustle by Ridgeway to get over there. I think it hit Nivens right in the rear end.
Count still 1-0. Here comes the pitch. That one swung on miss for strike 1. Count 1 ball, 1 strike. Good hustle there by Vinny to get a hold of that ball and make sure runner doesn't take off for third.
Vinny getting a whole lot of the catcher's duties put on his shoulders.
It was a 1-1 pitch. That's deep into center field. That's Braden Bennett underneath
See
it.
if they test his arm right here. I doubt it. With that throw home he threw a while ago, I don't think they're going to test him right there.
They're not going to test him again.
It gives him 2 outs. It's number 22, McLemore.
Popped up in the center. Bennett with his second catch of the day.
Number 22, McLemore.
Brings up McLemore once again. Runner still on second. 2 outs now here in the top of the fourth. Waxon looks over at second. That one misses away for ball 1.
Yeah, that was a good pitch right there. It had a lot of movement on it. I can't hardly, like I said, it's been a minute since I've been around the pitching to see what they're throwing, but had a lot of movement on it. I can say that.
So here's the 1-0. That one
same
on
pitch.
The outside corner for strike 1. He was counted 1 ball, 1 strike.
Fisher out there playing games with Nivens out there on second base. Is scared they're
Keep
going
him
to
on his feet.
Yeah.
He's still over there trying to get him.
Oh, yeah.
And that's going to get him there.
Nasty.
For strike 3. And
that was a good strike 3 right there. That gives Lucas, 5? Is that his 5th strikeout?
That's his 5th strikeout, and that will be, once again, the 5th strikeout. 2-0 Giles County leads. We'll be back here for the bottom of the 4th coming up next here on the X Sports Network.
At CNB Linen, fast, friendly, and reliable service is our promise to you. Because you're not just a customer, you're family. From multi-use linen to branded floor coverings and a complete range of cleaning supplies, CNB Linen is here to make sure you have everything you need. From our high-quality products to our fast, friendly, and reliable service, you'll experience the difference with CNB Linen. Because you're not just a client, you're part of our family. You'll be winning with CNB Linen.
There are now more ways to save at Quickmart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at Quickmart convenience stores using the Quick Club app, available in the Apple App Store and Google Play. To save on fuel for work, use the Fuel Rewards Pro app to earn 5 cents a gallon on work fill-ups and redeem the savings for yourself. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And back here on the X Sports Network as we're back here for the bottom of the fourth inning between the Loretto Mustangs taking on the Giles County Bobcats here in this doubleheader. This originally supposed to be one game here in Loretto. Tomorrow was going to be at Giles County, but due to the Lady Mustangs playing in Murfreesboro for the state tournament, as we're going to have a doubleheader today, that way all the Loretto fans can go up to Murfreesboro to support their Lady Mustangs.
Number 22, Lucas Laxon.
Lucas Laxon up to the plate once again, his second at-bat for the Mustangs. Here's the first pitch by McLemore. That will be outside for ball one.
That may have been the hardest one he's thrown yet. He brought that one. They don't have the radar gun set up down here.
Here's the next pitch. That's in there for strike one. He was up 1 ball, 1 strike. McLemore so far has only thrown 34 pitches in this one.
Yeah, Loretta's been swinging. You know what I mean? They're not just sitting there watching the pitches go by for sure.
That one misses low for ball two, makes it 2-1 count.
Gosh, you're right, Hayden. This game has gone by fast.
It's gone by fast. Here comes the 2-1, and that one misses inside corner. A little bit high for ball three. Makes it here's count for Lucas, so might be seeing him swinging on this one right here. Here comes the pitch. That one is swung on over here towards Loretto dugout. As Dave Weathers tried to get in front of that one, wasn't able to.
Coach Weathers showing a little movement over there, a little ability.
He still got it. It's now a full count. I believe it's the first full count of the game, Nick, as I don't remember as that one swung on foul once again.
Way to stay alive right there.
Lucas is battling so far as he's once again 0 for 1. Here comes full count pitch once again. Swung on, fouled once again down the right field line. That's in the Giles County bullpen this time.
Out there against the green building in the bullpen. Thank you.
It's now the 7th pitch at bat here for McLemore. Laxon trying to get away here. That was swung on over here to short.
Ooh.
And bobbles that one. That's going to be an E6. And
E6
Laxon,
right there. That's his second error of the game.
His second error of the game with the E6, and that puts Laxon on. Laxon, excuse me. And that'll be a leadoff single here to start the fourth.
Number 16, Braden Bennett. Yeah, that ball was hit hard. Don't get me wrong, but it's kind of, once again, I'm going to say this, and the kid's a good athlete. It's just there's sometimes he sets back on hard ground balls, and then sometimes he charges, and it's kind of like, I don't know if he's a little mixed up on which ones he should charge or not or what, but hey, I'm going to say this. He's got good movement either way around. Lateral, you know what I mean? He can cover a lot of ground.
Yeah, he can.
So is Giles County and Lawrence County's district this year baseball-wise?
Yes, they've since they jumped up to 3A, they've always been as they look to pick off over at first. Not in time as they're in. This is the second year they've been in their district with Lawrence County.
I know this year is dadgum, the Grizzlies up there.
Battle Creek, their first year in the district.
Yeah,
they're next year they're jumping up to 3A, and then the year after that, I think they're jumping up to 4A.
4A, yeah, because from my understanding, I've got a good friend of mine who lives up there. He has said that their enrollment's probably fixing to just be unreal jump.
That one is missed for strike 3, and another strikeout for McMaster. I believe that's his third strikeout of the game. The first out here.
Number 10, Raleigh Ellis.
Brings up number 10, Raleigh Ellis, the designated hitter in this one for Loretto. One out, runner on first once again as Lucas Laxon after the E6 was able to get on first for the leadoff single. That one misses high, 4-1.
Last year, Hayden, Raleigh caught a good bit of the ball games we had, and then earlier in this off season, he hurt his elbow. So that's why he's primarily designated hitting right now. But hopefully he'll be able to get back to throw some. Raleigh hammers that ball.
He smoked that one and left there. Able to get underneath it for the second out. Just didn't carry like the ones in the past earlier in this one.
He put good metal on that one.
Now brings up number 5, John Tucker. First baseman here. I believe he ground out over to short his first at bat. That one is in there for strike 1.
Yeah, I'll tell you, the way these freshmen are being able to come in here and get this much play.
He almost got his head.
Oh, he caught him right, grazed him on the backside of the helmet.
So with that.
Brings up Heineman.
Yep. First batter hitting this one.
Number 9, Paul Heineman.
Brings up Heineman to the plate. His second at bat. Runners on first and second now in scoring position over at second. So that is Lucas Laxon. So they're trying to put some runs on the board. That's grounded over here to second as they look to throw it over second in time, and that one will end the bottom of the 4th inning. They leave 2 runners stranded as they still trail Giles County 2-0. We'll be back here shortly for the top of the 5th coming up next here on the X Sports Network.
Hey everyone, this is Landon Saunders.
And this is Nate Patterson with Cloud9 Fiber.
We're excited to finally be able to offer Lawrenceburg our blazing fast, reliable, and affordable fiber internet services.
If you're looking for a more reliable and more affordable provider, we at Cloud9 Fiber have you covered.
Plans start at $50 a month, and we can offer up to a gigabit to your home or business.
We are excited to be able to offer your first month of service entirely free. We encourage you to sign up on cloud9fiber.com or by calling 931-201-9098 so we can help you make the switch today.
For the best meal from south of the border, head to Cocina Real and Puente Grande for lunch and dinner. With a wide array of mouth-watering entrees, there's something for everyone on the menu. And you can't forget the cheese dip. They'll treat you like family, and you'll never leave hungry. Make Cocina Real Mexican Restaurant and Puente Grande Mexican Restaurant your choice for authentic cuisine, located in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And back here on the X Sports Network as we're back for the top of the 5th in between the Loretto Mustangs, taking on the Giles County Bobcats here in this first game of this doubleheader here today at Gary Lamb Field.
Beautiful, beautiful day for baseball. Man, I'm telling you, it feels so good to be back at baseball.
Feels good outside, great atmosphere, good crowd by both. And speaking of good start for Giles County here. In the top of the 5th, shoots one into left field, another hit. That's the 8th one for Giles County in this one. And leadoff single.
Number 3, Wilson. I mean, he didn't mess around.
No.
First pitch he
First
saw.
pitch and starts swinging and goes into left field. I'll tell you what, the Loretto outfielders for Bennett especially, he's been busy out there.
Mm-hmm.
Brings up Wilson. That one's
good
in there
pitch.
for strike one. Lucas so far with 66 pitches and 5 strikeouts with only 1 walk. He's allowed 8 hits and allowed 2 runs. That one's sent deep here in the left. That one's going to keep going all the way to the wall. That's going to score 1. Ricochets off the wall. And they're going to send it. And not in time. And that'll be a RBI double here for Giles County as they tag on another run. They lead 3-0 here in this one so far.
He hammered that ball. I mean, that ball hit the wall hard enough. I mean, it ricocheted halfway back in towards home plate or towards the infield. Number 24, Holt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That ball hit the wall hard enough. It come halfway back to the infield. Was you able to get that on the camera?
Yeah, I was able to get enough of it there. So with that, after the RBI double for Giles County. So that was Wilson that shot that one into left field. Here comes the pitch. That one is tipped fouled.
That's one of those fouls as a catcher you hate because it hits you right there on the inside of the leg. You know what I mean?
It doesn't feel good.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. Laxon looks back at second. Here comes the pitch. That one misses low for ball 1.
That's why to keep that ball in front of you, Vinny.
I was about to say the exact same thing. Counts 1-1. Zoke to pick off and just missed him.
Which is probably right for call for because he was dancing pretty good bit out there right there on that one.
It's now 70 pitches for Lucas in this one so far. Here comes the pitch.
Ooh, good pitch.
Misses for ball 2.
Was that one low? Did that one look
low?
low?
It looked like just a little tad low.
Lucas is one of those pitchers, good call, bad call, whatever, his emotions stay the exact same.
Here comes the pitch. That one misses away for ball 3. It's now a hitter's count. Here comes pitch. That one is way outside for ball 4. And there'll be another walk issued over to first. Now runners on first and second.
And we got force at any base now except for home.
Brings up number 15.
Daly.
Daly up to the plate once again, his third at bat. And we're going to have a time called as Coach David Weather is going to come out to mound for an infield meeting. Nick, this is probably one of those just chill out, calm down moments because you got runners on first and second.
Right.
Again, Lucas already at 73 pitches, so more than likely, I don't know if we'll see him after this inning. We'll probably see somebody else on the mound. I could be wrong if he can get out of this one quickly. And again, this is a doubleheader, so after this game will be game 2 of the day. As originally was supposed to be today and tomorrow in Pulaski, Tennessee. But due to the Loretto Lady Mustangs playing tomorrow at Murfreesboro in the state tournament for the first round, as Loretto decided to play a doubleheader today. That way their fans and the kids can go watch Lady Mustangs and support them tomorrow in Murfreesboro at the Glass House.
You going?
Now I've got no, I don't have anything. I might go, yeah, because I originally had that baseball game, but I think I'll probably end up going. As Laxon steps off the mound, resets things. Here comes the pitch. That misses low for ball one. I'll tell you what, something smells good at that concession stand. I got a whiff here from the window that's opened up.
I know. A lot of movement going on in the field. They're trying to set up, see if they're going to try to squeeze or bunt him over. Or
they look to get him.
This is that chess game part of.
I mean, that throw was definitely in time, just a little offline there, and he definitely would have had him just a little bit more to the left. Still 1-1. Here's the pitch. That one is sent over to Tucker right at first, and that will advance both runners over to second and third. So not bad there.
Number 14, good. Well, and that's one of those. It's high. It was a high bouncer to where it made it. You know what I mean? You had one play, catch the ball, and step on a base, at least get an out. But what stinks is that takes away your force out. Infield in.
Brings up good to the plate. He's 0 for 2 on the day. That was swung on, grounded, and they're look to throw him in a rundown. Look to throw him home.
Oh,
and that gets away from Vinny. That's going to score a run, and that advances the runner over to second. It's up right there by Loretto. Now 4-0.
Number 17, Nivens. Yeah, that's unfortunate right there.
I mean, grounded right over to third and just kind of had to pick which out you wanted to get in, but instead you cost yourself another run.
Well, and you know, not only that, you probably get at least one more out, but you have to think about this way for your pitcher. You know, he's on a count limit right here, and you know, this is another batter in this inning he's going to have to face. You know.
That was swung on, missed for strike one. He was counted 1 ball, 1 strike as the infield kind of scoots in here. So looking maybe at a bunt attempt. Here's this one grounded over to Fisher. And kind of got him in a pickoff.
Same thing. Throw the ball.
They got him in a rundown. Hair down. And they're going to get him safe. So weren't able to get a hold of him.
Well,
that base is loaded. So Loretto trying to catch a break. Giles County caught the break, and Loretto trying to get something going.
Right. The fielder's choice right there. Number 12, Whitworth. Now we have force out, so if anything happens, they can just throw it and step on a base.
Still one out. Base is loaded. That one swung on, popped up here in the infield.
Infield fly, batter's out.
And Fisher underneath it. And that will be the second out here. And now fielder's choice here for Loretto in this one.
Yeah,
trying to get out.
Was it Hayes hit the double off the wall a while ago that bounced?
I don't know if it was Hayes.
I know he's got a double, but I didn't know which one he hit.
I don't think he was the one that hit it off the wall. I think it was the next batter, Moss, I believe, was the one that hit it off.
How many pitches do you have Lucas having?
I've got him at 80. Is that one check swings? That one's in there for a strike one. So
you got him at 80?
Yeah, make that pitch 81 after that one.
Well, Lucas is also, he's had a good long off season, you know what I mean? So he's been on a good throwing program for quite a while.
He's been rested up too as well. Here comes the 0-1. That was swung on. That'll be fouled. Makes it 0-2. And Lucas now 1 strike away from ending this inning and trying to get out of here with as much minimum damage done here in the top of the 5th. Here comes the 0-2. Now swung on hit, and that's going to get down for another hit. That's going to score 1 and make it 2 for a 2 RBI single. Now makes it 6-0 for Giles County.
Going to be some changing right here.
Some changes made.
They're going to be bringing in, let's see, that's Ethan Littrell's going to second base. That tells me that probably Ridgeway is about to go to the bullpen to warm up to throw.
Yep. So with that, another 2 RBI single here for Giles County. They lead 6-0. They've got 10 hits compared to Loretto's 2 hits in this one.
Number 22, McLemore.
As Littrell will go to second, as Ridgeway will head to the dugout and, like you said, Nick, probably make his way to the bullpen and start warming up. Here comes the first pitch. That is swung on his 4th, strike 1.
Good pitch.
The 0-1 misses inside 4, ball 1. It was 1 ball, 1 strike.
That must have been a little low. He had good movement on that ball. It must have been just a little low.
Here's 1-1 pitch. That one sent.
Whoa.
Oh, snap. That one went into the Loretto dugout. I mean, that was a mean pitch. Looks like everybody's all right. But
that's the same kind of hit early last year, I believe it was, or maybe in the year before that, to come in a dugout and hit one of our guys in the face. I mean, it was brutal.
Here's a pitch. That's swung on. Drop strike 3 as they throw over to first.
Oh, my goodness.
And that gets away from Tucker. And that's going to score another run. And runners on the corners for Giles County.
Well, Lucas still gets a strikeout. It's just a
still credited with the strikeout.
Call that. I'm not sure. I mean,
so another 2-out rally for Giles County.
Which one is this?
Brings up number 23, I believe it's 22.
Number 20, Moss.
Moss, that is. I believe he was the one that hit it off into left field. That one is swung on as McLemore will take off for a second. And there was no challenge. Here comes the pitch. That one has popped up. Bennett here in center, and that one will end the top of the 5th as Giles County scores 5 runs here in the top of the 5th as they lead Loretto 7-0. We'll be back here for the bottom of the 5th inning coming up next here on the Exports Network.
Hey guys, I'm Kyle Hammock, General Manager here at Heritage Automotive, your Chevy GMC dealer in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. I'm from Marshall County, Tennessee, where I went to Cornersville High School. I attended Cumberland University. After Cumberland, I went into the United States Marine Corps to serve the country. After that, I went right back into the car business. I'm very familiar with the car business. I have been around the car business pretty much my entire life. And my commitment to you is to ensure the most competitive new and used vehicle pricing on the market, as well as the best service around. Well, we'll treat you like family here at Heritage Automotive in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And back here on the X Sports Network as we are back for the bottom of the 5th inning here in this first game of this doubleheader between the Loretto Mustangs taking on the Giles County Bobcats. As Giles County put on 5 runs at the top of the 5th as they lead big here in this first game. McLemore still on the mound as leading off for Loretto.
I think we got Michael Ridgway coming up to bat.
I believe you're right.
Is that who that is? No?
Let's see.
You're right, that is Velos.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Because I knew we had Lucas and then we had John Tucker late in the bottom of the 4th inning. So Vinny will lead off here. Here comes first pitch, and that one is one hopper over here to third as they get in front of it, and that will be the first out as one pitch, one out.
Number 3,
One
Michael
quick
Ridgway.
out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Brings up the 9-hole hitter, number 3, Michael Ridgway. So far, he's 0 for 1 on the day for the Mustangs. Here comes first pitch. That one in there for strike 1. McLemore, he's probably going to be throwing some heat here in this one, Nick. That one is
Chasing the high ball right there.
chased high, be popped up, be fouled out of play. I'm not sure where that one went. Anyways, it's now 0-2 count. Here comes the pitch.
Ooh.
That one is just outside for ball 1.
Yeah, a little bit
They
low, a
wanted
little
that
bit
one.
out.
Comes the 1-2. That one swung on. Grounder over to short. Able to stay in front of it. Throws it over to first. And gets away. Ridgway, he'll just stay put over at first.
Ridgway gonna make it. Number 6, Asher Sharp.
So with that, Ridgway gets on base. And now Asher Sharp will be at the plate here, top of the order once again for Loretto, 3rd time around.
Well, no matter how they get on, they need to get on.
Now you just want to get on at this point.
Yeah.
Here's the first pitch. Now swung on and missed for strike 1. As they look to pick off Ridgway. I don't know if he was ready for that one.
Well, with the sun in the face of the base runner, that's actually kind of a smart thing if you catch him crossing over. But you risk throwing it away, too, because there's a lot of area over there.
That one is fouled back into the back net. It's now a 0-2 count. Asher so far 0 for 1 on the day as he was walked his second at bat. Here comes the pitch. That was swung on into the back net once again, and we're going to stay at 0-2.
Coming straight back up here at me. They're trying to hit me now.
Yeah. Grant's getting a little bit workout, running back and forth, getting those foul balls. 0-2 once again. That misses away and outside for ball 1. And a 1-2 count. Here's the 1-2. This is way forward. Ball 2 was it up 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That catcher's set up real high. Well, look how straight his legs are.
McMaster looks over at first once again. Here comes the pitch. And in there for strike 3. Got him looking with the backwards K. Now 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th for Loretto. Brings up number 1, Grant Fisher. Back up to the plate for Loretto.
Number 1, Grant Fisher. There's 2 outs right here. See if we can get something going.
Here's the pitch. That was in there. Nice pitch for strike 1.
Bottom of the 5th right here. Is that right, Hayden?
Bottom of the 5th. Yep, you're correct. As Fisher will call time in the batter's box. Here's pitch.
Ball in the dirt.
Ball in the dirt. As Ridgeway, he's just going to stay put over at first.
Let me say this, man. Whenever I was umpiring back a long time ago, being right here, those balls that hit you and you know exactly where it's at, it's so hard not to tell that catcher, hey, the ball's right here.
It's right there, dude. Yeah,
it's so
right there,
hard not to tell him.
Yeah. Counts 1-1. That one's swung on, fouled, out of play. So now 1-2 count for Fisher.
I remember I was doing softball one time, had one, and I mean, it was right there just underneath the little catcher. And after she found it through, and she looked at me, she said, "Why didn't you just tell me it was right there?"
Here's the 1-2. And they look to pick it off over at second. Not in time.
Stolen base by Ridgeway right there. Good run.
This counts now 2-2, and I believe that's the first stolen base by Loretto in this one, Nick. I'm pretty sure. There might have been one before that, but I know there's not been many for Loretto. I think Giles County had one too.
Well, I think both infielders kind of like they didn't know who was supposed to cover or what.
Kind of threw him off there. That one swung on deep into center field, and they'll be underneath it. And that will be the third out here in the bottom of the 5th. Loretto leaves another one stranded on base as they still trail 7-0. We'll be back here shortly on the Exports Network.
What really matters during the ball game, as a coach, you have one goal, and that is to get the best and the most out of each player. You have to know what's inside of them to be able to get that out of them. In Ephesians 3 and verse 20, the Bible says, "Now to him who is able to do far more abundantly than all we ask or think, according to the power that is at work within us." There's a power within us. God is trying to get the best out of us. Will you let him today? And that message brought to you by your friends at the Leoma Church of Christ.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And back here on the X Sports Network is new pitcher on the mound for Loretto. That's number 3, Micah Ridgeway, who was originally on second base. Loretto made some adjustments on the defensive end. Now Ridgeway is in the bullpen warming up, and now he's on the mound here for Loretto as Lucas Laxon is done for the day as he pitched 5 innings for Loretto. We'll pull up his stats real quick. He had 5 innings, allowed 10 hits, 7 runs, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts. So not a bad day for Lucas as he got started off hot, just kind of got in an odd predicament in the top of the 5th.
Number 3, Wilson. Yeah, let's see what the freshman Ridgeway has. I know I was looking at him warming up. He's got a nice little curveball. Let's see how he locates right here.
Here comes first pitch by Ridgeway. And that's first pitch over there to short to Fisher as he throws over to first in time for the first out here in the top of the 6th. So not bad so far there for the Mustangs.
Yeah, that's a good little catch and throw right there across the diamond. Get the first out. Number 24, Holt.
Brings up number 24, Holt, to the plate.
Fisher looks like he's done that one time before.
That one
ball gets to the
gets
back.
away. That one was low for ball 1. Holt 1 for 2 on the day for Giles County in this one. Here comes the 1-0. That was swung on.
Got past the first baseman.
Out towards the right. And they'll be in for a single for Giles County.
Number 15, Daly. Yeah, that's one of those where the sun, once again, you know, it's brutal over at first base.
Here comes the pitch. That one misses low and inside for ball 1. I mean, you can tell as over at first you got Tucker with his shades on, and then also in right field, as that is Sharp, and then also in left field it's Heineman over at third. He's got a sunglass on top of his cap. It's a pick over at first. Not in time once again. So it's, like you said, it's brutal over there in right field.
Yeah, he's out there, got the glove up, trying to.
That one misses ways. They look to pick it off. That's going to be in time, I think. They're going to
Good
get him.
throw
they
by
sure do,
Vinny.
yeah.
Getting out there at second base. Velo's come up gunning that one.
I was about to say, he was eventually going to get one, and he sure did that time because, I mean, it was perfect, and he got it. So, good job there by Vinny with the defensive play there. Now it's 2 outs. That was swung on. That has popped up.
Catch it.
Here comes Vinny underneath it, trying to find it. I'm not able to track it down. I say, wouldn't that be one way to cap off the inning?
I think we got 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah. I think that's what we got. Yeah, because that one he threw him out on was a ball, wasn't it? That's what I thought.
I say I've got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah.
2 outs. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be inside.
That ball broke a lot.
Broke. I thought the same thing. I was like, ooh, nice little break. Here comes the pitch once again. That one is swung on.
Oh.
That one's in the left, and that one's going to be fair. It's going to roll out of play, and that'll be a 2-out double here for Giles County.
The left fielder was shaded more towards center field right there. I don't know if they were anticipating him to pull the ball or what, but that was a long run for Goins to get to the ball out there. Number 14, good.
Brings up number 14, good, as that was Daly with the 2-out double. Here comes the pitch. That misses away, and that's going to give Daly enough room to get to third, which he will after the wild pitch. So, runner 90 feet away from the plate for Giles County.
Wild pitch right there. Umpire checking on Vinny. I don't know if it caught him on the bare hand or on the sometimes
like
those
collarbone, on the shoulder or something.
Yeah, those collarbone shots. I know they look like they got padding, but it
still doesn't feel good to get hit.
It still don't feel good to get hit right there.
There's the 1-0. As that misses away 4, ball 2, makes it 2-0 count. So here comes the 2-0 pitch. That one's going to miss away. Good job by Vinny keeping in front of him. Keeps the runner at bay over at third. Now a 3-0 count.
Got to give Vinny his props. You can tell he's worked really, really hard in the off season on his catching because he's done really good back there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That one's in there for strike 1. That's good. He's going to take that one. 3-0 count. You're not going to swing. Here comes the hitter's count. That one swung on tip back into the padding.
He wasn't going to take on that one.
Here comes full count. Now swung on, popped up here in the infield. Fisher underneath it. He'll track it down and come up with the catch.
Ooh,
so
that was a good one right there.
Loretto leaves one stranded at third as they still trail 7-0. We'll be back for the bottom of the sixth coming up next here on the X Sports Network.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender? Major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up. Car Country works with all insurance carriers, gives free estimates, can work on foreign and domestic vehicles, and has experience you can trust. They've been in business since 1990. Unfortunately, accidents happen, but you can get your car back on the road with as little hassle as possible with the help of Car Country. Call 931-852-4708 or stop by at 2567 Highway 43 South in Leoma.
You know, Storing Lee Furniture is not just some huge chain store, but we do have a 144,000 square foot showroom right here in Leoma, Tennessee.
The Story family has worked together in the business now for 55 years.
And a familiar face is here to help you with whatever you need. That's what being a part of the community right here in the Tennessee Valley means. And if you have an issue, we're right here to take care of it. And don't forget free delivery. We invite you to come see us. We're Storing Lee Furniture.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And back here on the X Sports Network as we're back for the bottom of the sixth inning here in this first game of this doubleheader. As Giles County leads 7-0 over Loretto. New pitcher on the mound is Jarrell for Giles County. Leading off for Loretto will be number 22, Lucas Laxon.
Now batting number 22, Lucas Laxon. Yeah, new pitcher. Let's see what he's got going on right here.
Here comes first pitch. That one in there for strike one. Got a little bit of heater and cannon behind him. So McMaster, after 5 innings, allowed 4 hits, 4 strikeouts, and had 1 walk issued. Here comes the 0-1. So that one is on outside corner, misses away for ball 1. He was counted 1 ball, 1 strike.
Did that ball bounce? Where I'm sitting right here,
I could not tell really. It doesn't look
the way
like
the
it
catcher's
did.
glove was at. I couldn't tell.
And that one in there for strike 1. Excuse me, strike 2 that is. Makes the 1-2 count. Here comes the 1-2. Laxon swings on that one. There'll be a 1 hopper in the infield. Throw over to first in time for the first out here in the bottom of the 6th. Brings up number 16, Braden Bennett once again.
Number 16, Braden Bennett. I'm going to tell you what, that ball right there that Laxon hit, that was a nasty curveball. I'm surprised. Not surprised he got something on it, but that's a hard pitch to get some bat on.
To get one. Going in there for strike 1. Here comes 0-1. That's foul behind. Into the net for strike 2. It's now a 0-2 count. Loretto trying to get a rally going here late in this one.
Mm-hmm.
They trail 7-0. Braden Bennett, he's been busy out there in the outfield. Made 2 big plays in center.
Yeah.
Here comes the 0-2. Now swung on grounder in the infield once again. As here comes the catcher. Not in time, and he'll be safe.
That's an accidental base hit. Whatever it takes, it doesn't matter.
I say Bennett, he put on the wheels to get down to first on that one.
Number 10, Raleigh Ellis.
So with that,
Well, that's
like
the thing
said,
about
accidental, I guess.
Well, that's the thing about Braden. He's a whole lot faster than you think he is. He's got some. He's taller than you think he is. If you go in a dugout and see how tall he is, he's got long legs.
Yeah.
He can get out and go.
Brings up Ellis to the plate once again, the designated hitter in first games. That was swung on and fouled.
Used to seeing all the left-handers at Loretto. I think they all graduated, or they some of them still playing ball.
Goes the 0-1. One's in there for it, strike 2, and it's an 0-2 count.
Well, now I think about it, 3 of the 4 seniors that graduated were all batted left-handed.
You are exactly right. That one swung on for the strike as they look to pick off at second. That gets away. As Bennett will make his way over to second. Ellis will strike out.
Number 5, John Will Tucker.
Brings up John Will Tucker to the plate. So 2 outs, runner on second for the Mustangs. In scoring position is Bennett. That pitch is in there for it, strike 1. Tucker 0 for 1 on the day for Loretto in this first game. Game 2 will start around 6:30. This game is coming to a close late in this one. Here's the 0-1. That one misses inside for ball 1. It's counted 1 ball, 1 strike. Here comes the pitch.
He's
missed away for ball 2.
He's kind of got an odd kick where he kind of leans back and his little leg.
He leans back, brings his leg up a little bit, and then flies through it.
And then it just all comes forward at the same time. It's just odd, especially straight on.
Here comes the 2-1. That one misses away for ball 3. So now a hitter's count. Here comes 3-1. That one's in there for strike 2. Now full count. Here comes 3-2. And on the outside corner, missed away for ball 4. That's another walk issued.
Number 9, Paul Heineman.
Bring up number 9, Paul Heineman, that is. Runner on first and second for the Mustangs. Here comes first pitch. That's in there for strike 1. So we got a ball coming out of the dugout. It's a little red bullpen, it looked like. I don't know how in the world it got out there. Here's the 0-1. That one swung on one hopper in the infield. As they look to throw to first in time, and that one will end the bottom of the 6th. So Loretto still trails Giles County 7-0 after 6 innings of play. We'll be back for the top of the 7th coming up next here on the X Sports Network.
The Summit of Lawrenceburg is the premier senior and assisted living community in the region. The Summit makes it home for you or your loved one with diverse suites that welcome and encourage community, plus gathering spaces, neighborhoods, daily activities, and a wonderful staff that supports you every day.
Hi, I'm Tara Blue. I'm the new director of the Summit, and we would like to invite you and your family to come and tour our facility. We would love to see you here.
Are you looking for the perfect refrigerator? What about a new stove or washer or dryer? It only makes sense to shop at the one place that specializes in appliances, top to bottom, big or small. And that's Kelly Appliance in Lawrenceburg. Kelly Appliance is home to all major name brands, including LG. LG makes life good with a full selection of refrigerators, cooking appliances, dishwashers, microwaves, and more, including appliances made right here in Tennessee. Family owned and family operated. Stop by Kelly Appliance on Jerry Street in Lawrenceburg today.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And back here on the X Sports Network as we're back here for the top of the 7th inning between the Giles County Bobcats taking on the Loretto Mustangs here in this game 1 of the doubleheader.
Well, let's see if Ridgeway can get up here and kind of do the same thing he did the last inning he was up here, and just get some outs, throw strikes, get outs, trust your defense right here, make it happen.
Number 17, Nibbits at the plate here to lead off for Giles County. That one is popped up behind us for strike 1 on the foul.
As close as he is on the plate, if Ridgeway throws that curveball, he throws it's a mean breaking curveball.
That strike is in there for the second strike here. Now 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. That one's just low for ball 1.
Good block by Vinny right there.
It's now 1-2. Here's the pitch. Misses away for ball 2. He was counting up 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one misses away once again outside for ball 3. It's now full count. 3 balls. Here comes the full count pitch. And that one misses away for ball 4. And able to battle his way back. Down 0-2. Now over at first. So leadoff walk here in the top of the 7th.
Number 12, Whitworth.
Brings up number 12, Woodworth, back up to the plate with Hayes on deck. Here's the first pitch. In there for strike 1.
Good pitch right there by Ridgeway.
Comes the 0-1. Now it's swung on.
Oh, that's tough. Sun's in his eyes. He caught it. Good job.
Right field. And that'll be there for out number 1 here in the top of the 7th.
And I know we keep repeating that over and over and over, but until you've played right field or first base here at Loretto this time of day, it's brutal.
Shades on for a reason in right field. Brings up Hayes, leadoff hitter top of the lineup for Giles County. So looking to put more runs up on the board. Runner takes off. That'll be fouled.
Well, he was the leadoff.
Yeah. Well, leadoff.
I know what you meant. I know what you meant.
I'm still trying to get in the groove of basketball season, switching over to baseball. It's kind of hard.
Well,
because I know earlier I said going into the 4th, and I'm like,
well, it's such a slower pace thing. You know what I mean?
You're not constantly talking.
Right. Well, in basketball, there's a lot going on, like passing to different people. You got to be able to tell a story for those who's just sitting there listening to the game. And, when you're trying to get it to Nick's throwing it to Hayden's throwing it to whatever, and then they swap out 5 kids.
Yeah, I feel like an auctioneer in basketball.
That makes it fun, though, the challenge. AJ asked me to go help him do volleyball one time. I was like,
now that's one of those that's constant.
Yes.
There's no stopping.
I was on the phone. I was like, you know what? I will, AJ, but I may look like a fool doing this.
I had to learn how to call it. I mean, it's a fun sport, too. Don't get me wrong. I enjoyed watching it, especially with me calling Loretto this past year. So that was really enjoyable. One, because they were really good, and then also we got out early because they were whooping up on everybody. Here's 0-1. That one's in there for strike 2.
That's a
now
good
0-2
pitch.
count.
I know the batter doesn't agree with it, but from right here where I'm sitting directly behind the umpire, that's a pretty dang good pitch.
Yeah. You got to give it to him. Comes the 0-2. That swung on deep into center field. Bennett going back and underneath it, and that'll be the second out here in the top of the 7th.
Bennett drifted back, made that look easy, didn't he?
Telling you, he's been busy out there. He's getting a workout.
This is number 2. Number 2, Jarrell.
Brings up Jarrell. He's now the pitcher for Giles County, coming in for McLemore.
Says up at the state tournament, they hit one. Bennett was playing left field, and they hit one, and we were in a dugout kind of like, oh, my gosh. Because when he hit it, we were like, he has mashed that ball. Shoot, Braden went out there and made it look like it wasn't that deep, wasn't that hard, just snatched it and got it right back in.
That first pitch was in there for ball 1. That one misses away for ball 2. Good job. I'm telling you what, she's done a great job.
He's done a really good job. But like I said, I know in the off season, he's put in a lot of work. Vinny has, and it shows.
Yeah. Here comes 2-0. That's swung on. And that one
Where's
just got
your
a hold
first
of
baseman?
As they looked to get it over, and I guess Tucker thought he was going to go get it, and with that, runner on first and second.
That's an infield hit.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where Tucker was anticipating for him to come his way, and he just didn't know it wasn't coming that fast with the sun in his eyes.
Number 20, Moss. Well, but with that said, when you see your pitcher on it, you've got to get back to the base. Your number one job is be on the base. He's a freshman. He'll.
Here's a pitch that misses away for ball 1.
When people don't understand, there's a big difference in playing middle school ball versus high school varsity ball. The speed of things is a lot faster. The runners, in middle school ball, he could have got back and got that cover. But at high school, some of the speed of these varsity guys, there's no way. And since we brought. Runners advance to second and third.
It's now a 2-0 count. Runners on second and third. Advance there. That one is high. Excuse, they actually won't call it in there. It looked a little high, but broke there at the last second, it looked like. Now 2-1 count. Here comes the pitch. Now a swung on. Let me foul behind us.
Ooh.
And he was count up 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's a big swing.
Yeah.
He wanted that one.
Yeah, he wanted a hold of that one. So here comes the 2-2. Now swung on up the middle. Ridgeway tried to get a hold of it. Fisher, he looks to throw over to first. And in time. And that will be the third out of the inning. Last chance for Loretto as they trail 7-0. Going to have a big 7th inning. They'll be coming up next here on the X Sports Network.
Let me tell you about a place that has it all. For your home, bedroom, kitchen, lawn, and more. It's a home-owned and home-operated business that's been around for over 70 years, so you know they're doing something right. At Swap and Shop Center in Lawrenceburg, you'll find top name brands for every room of your house, and top brands for the outside too. Looking for appliances, televisions, couches, safes, bedding, mowers, and well, the list goes on. So make the drive today to 824 North Military Avenue in Lawrenceburg and be treated right.
Shop McMaster's Home Gallery for furniture, appliances, and more. And shop quality, shop convenience, shop service, shop local. A family-owned business with a long history of serving the region. We're a one-stop home furnishings destination. We feature brands you know, competitively priced, backed by professional installation and service. You can trust that we'll take good care of you before and after the sale. For your home, shop smart. Shop McMaster's Home Gallery today.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And back here on the X Sports Network as we're back here for the bottom of the 7th inning. Here in this first game of this doubleheader between Loretto taking on Giles County. Last chance for the Mustangs here in this first game is leading off will be Micah Ridgway. Excuse me, that's Vinny Veloz. Ridgway is on deck as
Number 15, Vinny Velos.
Loretto looking to walk it off here. They're down 7-0. Going to have a big 7th inning. That one in there for strike one. Here comes the 0-1. That one swung on deep into center field. And that'll be popped up and down for the first out here in the bottom of the 7th. Giles County needing 2 outs here to end this first game. Now brings up Micah Ridgway.
Number 3, Micah Ridgway.
Here comes the first pitch. That one misses high for ball one. Here comes the 1-0. He's in there for strike one. He was counting up 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the next pitch. In there for strike 2. And it's now 1-2 count. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That misses inside, high and inside for ball 2. He was count up 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Trying to squeeze in a little chin music. Just kidding.
Here comes the 2-2. That was swung
There we go.
into center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit.
And that's what you want out of your number 9 hitter right there. Get it back around to the top of the order, get on base.
So with that's the 5th hit of the game for the Mustangs.
Number 6, Asher Sharp.
That's a 1-out single. Back to the top of the order with Asher Sharp at the plate.
Mustangs need a good, long, productive inning right here.
Here comes the first pitch. That one's inside for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. That one's in there for strike 1. Here comes the 1-1. Swung on miss for strike 2. And now makes the 1-2 count. Grant Fisher's on deck. comes the 1-2.
Oh, wow.
In there for a strike three.
That's a
and caught
nasty,
him looking, yeah.
Nasty curveball right there.
And there for the backwards K, I believe that's the first strikeout for Gerald in this one. 2 outs, and brings up Grant Fisher.
Number 1, Grant Fisher.
Here comes the pitch. And this is away 4-1. As they look to pick off the first, gets away Ridgeway, and he'll just stay put.
As far off as he was, I don't know why he didn't just go on second base.
Comes the 1-0. That one misses low and inside for ball 2. Now a 2-0 count. 2 outs, runner on first here for Loretto. So they're trying to get something going here late in this one. That one's in there for strike 1. Grant just shakes his head. Just now he's ready to go.
Now he's ready.
Yeah, now he's ready to go.
He just had to confirm it. Grant's also our professional coon hunter.
This is high near his head for ball 3. It's now a hitter's count. Here comes the 3-1. That one swung on. Sent high in the air too, right field. Popped up, trying to get a hold of it. Not able to track it down. That's going to get away. Ridgeway.
No.
They're going. Well, he was thinking about taking off, but he's going to stay put at third. Now runners on the corner here after a single, a 2-out single that is for Grant Fisher. Now brings up Lucas Laxon.
Number 22, Lucas Laxon. Yeah, that's.
Comes first pitch in there for strike 1.
About time to see Lucas drive one right here. You ever gotten like a new watch or something, just different to get used to or whatever? You know, it's just not the one you had forever. And
it's always hard getting a new watch, or at least a new band. At least is what I've noticed. That misses away for ball 1. He was counted 1-1 strike. I'd like to see Lucas shoot one in that 8-9 gap.
Mm-hmm.
Especially in that sun too. It's 1-1 pitch. This is away for ball 2. Makes it 2-1 count. Here's 2-1. Outside.
Right there on the outside corner on that one.
For strike 2. Makes it 2-2 count with 2 outs. Here's 2-2 pitch. And misses away for ball 3. Fisher will take off for second. Gets there. No challenge. So now it's a full count.
Yeah, wasn't going to risk nothing right there. Going to give Fisher that one.
Yeah, they're not going to worry about him on that one. Here comes 3-2 pitch. Swung on.
Hitting the gap.
Over here in the gap. Short.
Oh, going to be an E6.
Another E6, and that's his third of the game, Nick. And with that drives in a run. That'll be the first run for Loretto in this one.
Number 16, Braden Bennett.
Brings up number 16, Braden Bennett once again.
Good time for Bennett to step up and drive one right here out in the outfield too.
Here's the pitch. That one's in there for strike one. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on a miss for strike two. Now makes the 0-2 count. That one in there for strike three. And that one will end the game as Loretto falls in the first game. 7-1 to Giles County, as they will fall to 1-2 overall on the season. As we'll be back here shortly. Second game's supposed to start at 6:30. They'll probably take about 10 to 15 minutes to prep the field. So while they're doing that, we'll take a break and get you ready for game two. That'll be coming up next here on the X Sports Network.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.